Hello seekers, welcome to Punneit Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Venus, the planet of love, the planet of luxury, the planet that makes you feel good about life, the planet that makes you feel happy in life, the planet that helps you look at the good things in life, the planet that controls most of your personal aspects, the planet that rules wealth and marriage. One planet that holds such crucial areas and has such important domains is Venus, and it will be transiting in Capricorn. Between 27th February and 31st of March, Venus will transit in Capricorn zodiac sign. Venus is in Graha Yuddha with Mars since it was in Sagittarius. Till 13th of March, Venus will continue staying in this position with Mars with a gap of 1 degree. This is extremely unusual for Venus and a rare transit. It is unusual because Venus and Mars are transiting within a degree for a very long time, and the relative velocity of Venus has slowed down so much that it is matching the speed of Mars, and only after 13th of March the separation will increase. Even after the separation increasing by more than a degree, on 31st of March, when they both will be in different zodiacs, that is Venus will move in Aquarius, Venus and Mars will still be at around 5 degree gap, and still it will be considered as a very tight conjunction. I will make a separate video on the Mars transit to explain everything related to the special elements of that transit, but in this video we will talk about Venus's transit in Capricorn. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Press the bell icon to stay notified about my videos. I am on Patreon, and Patreon is a platform where I will upload interesting videos where you can learn astrology, and this is an exclusive Patreon only membership videos where you will get some interesting takes on Vedic astrology, some interesting learning on Vedic astrology, which I can usually will not upload on general YouTube platform. Connect with me on Patreon and we will grow, and I will give you much more deep insights on Vedic astrology, and lot more secrets will be shared there. Let's understand the Venus transit in Capricorn in more detail. Venus will transit in Capricorn on 27th February, and on this day, the moon will also transit in Capricorn. As soon as the moon, Venus and Mars enter this zodiac sign, because Venus is in Graha Yuddha with Mars, Venus is going to follow Mars and Mars's movement. It will encounter Saturn and Mercury, which are already present there, which is already in transit there. On 27th February, 5 planets will enter this zodiac sign. If we consider all Graha together, leaving Rahu and Ketu, all planets come under the domain of Shani. Here Venus will be in a unique situation. Because Capricorn is a zodiac sign that is very good for strong planets, it is that sign where Saturn performs its action, the brightness of Sun is strongest, and Mars exalts. This indicates that Capricorn is a zodiac sign that portrays Karma Bhumi, the domain of all karmic activities that attains its maturity in this zodiac. So soft and benefic planets don't perform well in this situation, with Mercury as an exception in certain cases. Now if you see, Venus actually is in a very good position as compared to Taurus and Libra. Venus is 9th from Taurus and 4th from Libra. But Venus energies must compete with masculine energies in this zodiac in order to adjust with these circumstances. Although Mars will be helping Venus, but understand, Mars and Venus are absolutely opposite forces. On one hand, Mars is pure masculine, brute strength, war, rush and force. On the other hand, Venus is soft, indicates beauty, love, luxury, lifestyle, and has nothing to do with war. After its entry in Capricorn, it will start burning irrespective of its position, being good with respect to its other zodiacs. Here Venus and Mars will be under intense energy friction, and it will result in responsibilities and events in our life that we may not like but will happen eventually. Problems related to resources, imbalance in various sectors, and problems in the world stage may be seen. It is advised to control your anger, control your enthusiasm, and don't try to fulfill your wishes forcibly. Shani will be steady in Capricorn zodiac, but it will be creating boundaries, which it has been doing, and restrictions. Financially, this will be a very difficult transit for some people because Venus is Lord of luxury and is stuck between Mars and Saturn. Saturn transit in Dhanishta Nakshatra on 18th of February might result in wealth generation problems and financial frauds, and people will come across the reality of wealth because Venus will have to face the heat of the 10th house of Kalpurush, and things are bound to come in limelight. Saturn is ready to act. Conversations related to women welfare and society restructure may come up. You may feel aggressive at times, which should be controlled for the welfare of society and for your own people. Having control over your finances may prove to be beneficial for your personal and professional life. Venus may bring problems related to love and relationships. If any situation like this comes forward, be extremely careful. Venus is in Papakartari Yoga the entire time it crosses the degree of Saturn. It is stuck between Mars and Saturn, which restricts the freedom of Venus, the planet of love. But on the flip side, Venus receives an energy push from Mars and it wishes to stay happy and enthusiastic, but encounters Saturn at the other end of Capricorn, due to which it is forced to calculate the feasibility of her wishes, which is not a usual nature of Venus. Any task performed during this duration may turn out to be a disaster if done without a reality check. It may prove to be risky for both personal and professional life. So caution must be exercised while attempting to bring your dreams to reality. Salon industry, makeup industry, garment, textile industry, threads, beauty products, all these industry will receive a major boost and transformation. UI UX, electronics and lighting industries will also receive benefits. Anyone who is connected to Venus will see change. Whoever will bring reform and changes in this transit and move ahead with practicality will definitely receive success. But who will live in fantasy, assumptions and stay away from practicality will face a lot of issues. Saturn is right in front of you. Venus will be in a very difficult position in Capricorn. In fact, Venus does not perform well in both the zodiac of Saturn because Saturn corresponds to karma and Venus corresponds to luxury and enjoyment. Both are opposite, right? But the irony is that without performing any karma, you won't receive money and luxury. That is why Saturn gets exalted in Libra. Here, whoever will use their feminine and creative energy in the most efficient manner will succeed the most. The key to success here is applying your creativity in the right direction, balancing your masculine energy with a little flow of feminine energy will create a joyous environment and a peaceful life. What makes this transit rare is that Venus constantly matches the relatively slow speed of Mars over two zodiac signs. All planets surround Venus and it takes an ample amount of time to separate. Taurus and Libra will be affected in this transit. Worldwide crunch in resources may take place. Social reforms will trigger. Because of this, an acceptance among society will create new social fabric. People should change their mindset and live together holistically, because we will survive if humanity survives. Now, the Lord of Taurus entering Capricorn indicates a fight for personal values, family feuds. The Lord of Libra taking the place in the fourth indicates constant struggle to achieve balance. Here Mars is exalt and Saturn is Swagrahi in its own house. This calls for us to get up and act as per the right values that creates a good social fabric free from conflicts. Although the love for war may also increase and many might justify it and get fascinated by the concept of victory. That's when Venus becomes true Daitya Guru and jumps right in the war, and so we must always look to the brighter and the softer feminine side of Venus. Appreciate beauty of life and nature. Pray to the five elements. This transit will impact the soul and mindset more than it will show any event in macro scale. The situation around Venus transit in Capricorn makes it unique and rare transit for you. This is for society, country, world and humankind. So don't forget to share this video, to share this information widely. Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to stay connected. Follow me on Instagram for reels and engaging stuff, and on Telegram for links to all platforms. For consultations, please drop me an email. Let's get to know the do's and don'ts for each ascendant in detail. Aries Ascendant. Venus rules your 2nd and 7th house. This indicates that Venus connects resources and marriage with the 10th house. You can face problems in both of these areas and will need hard work. You will have to be a karma yogi. Small sacrifices may have to be made for family, wife, husband, and peace in home. The presence of Mars and Saturn in the 10th house with Mercury indicates the need of a disciplined life. Think twice before committing to anything. And it is advised to not plan marriage during this duration. Confusion and misunderstandings may arise which may result in relationship problems, and hence ceremonies should be avoided. Chant Durga Saptashati to receive the most benefits. 2nd and 7th house may impact your entire personal space, and career related matter can influence the personal space. Good time to start a business with your spouse. Your right decisions will make your wealth to good use and will increase your net worth, but showcase of ego and arrogance will take away the hard-earned fame and reputation. Career changes are on the cards and businesses will need a revamp. Digital presence is now need of the hour. Stay alert if you are connected to property-related career. In case of issues, chant Durga Stotra to receive power and pay respects to Ma Durga. Taurus Ascendant. Venus is lord of your ascendant and the 6th house. It will transit in the 9th house. You will have to fight for your destiny and change your destiny on your own. The struggle of this 1 month will help you learn a lot of things. Preserve these teachings because this experience will be helpful in your entire life. Note down all experiences of this 1 month and try to learn from everything. Put extra effort in case of applying for educational loans, but don't trust your luck. Whoever is involved in speculative investment might see heavy losses. Be careful towards your health, especially while traveling, since there could be chances of accidents and injuries in certain cases. There are chances of road rage and it is advised to deal calmly. Chant Mahishasur Mardini Stotra for benefits. Worship Ma Lakshmi in case of financial issues. The war in the 9th house also indicates struggle. Hence it is advised to face them and move ahead. Rahu's aspect may result in extramarital affair or unsolicited sexual relations, which may drag you in huge problems. Spend time with your family members and your partner to increase your trust. Tasks performed as per your dharma, the right way, will only fetch positive and beneficial results. Gemini Ascendant. Venus rules your 12th and 5th house. You are already facing multiple transits in the 8th house. If you are a Gemini moon sign, Saturn is already present in the 8th house. Gemini will transform the most in this transit. Venus is forming a Vipreet Raj Yoga as the 12th lord is in 8th house. You may gain benefits but after losses, which can be explained as, in order to gain something, you must let go of something. The person who has the desire to achieve everything will receive nothing. The presence of the 5th lord in the 8th house indicates you may have some concern towards your children, or your struggle to conceive may frustrate you. In this situation, maintain your patience and have faith. This will be a challenging time for the Gemini moon sign because subconsciously many difficulties and questions may arise. And in case of any issues, feel free to reach out to your friends, family members, partners, astrologers, or healers. It is important to share feelings and release all tensions. Keep track of your mental health and don't let it derail negatively. Worship Ma Mahakali in case of feelings that are fearful. Worship Ma Saraswati, that will help strengthen your wisdom. Learning and gaining knowledge will help to become successful. Scientists, mathematicians, researchers, and people looking for crowdfunding or investments, entrepreneurs, will gain benefits from this transit. 8th house is public's money, and in case of any public related investment, stay careful. Let Venus enter Aquarius, since that may increase the possibilities of gaining back any lost money. Patience is extremely important. Take care of your health, since transformation requires you to stay fit. Meditate, practice yoga, go to the gym, work out, or go for a brisk walk. Whatever turns out best for your health. Cancer Ascendant. Taurus is the 11th house and Libra is your 4th house. All activities are taking place in the 7th house. This indicates that marriage and business will be severely impacted. You may be deceived by someone, which is why it is advised to not trust anyone blindly and go with your gut feelings. 27th, 28th February and 1st of March may prove to be extremely heavy days on your energies. Because your ascendant is ruled by Moon, which will be in the 7th house with other planets, the energy seems to be heavy. Your body and mind will become more sensitive towards fluctuating energies of nature, so stay away from negativity and dark movies. Give your sensory organs the sattvic data. Bringing in ego between your relationships and marriage may lead to huge fights. If you are troubled by a Mangala dosha and have Cancer moon sign, then you may face difficult time dealing with emotional challenges. Postpone any conversation that may raise the anger or heat or controversy until Venus exits, otherwise unnecessary disputes might take place. Due to an unstable home environment, your mother or mother-in-law might be impacted negatively, either mentally or health-wise. Try to resolve fights and stabilize the vibes of home calmly. It is highly advised for the entire family to worship and chant Hanuman Chalisa together. This will result in a positive and peaceful environment at home, and health will also improve with this process. As soon as the aggression of Mars and Saturn will subside, the aggression of Venus will also subside. To counter the excessive energy of Mars and Saturn, Venus may take a Raudra Roop, and that's how it may result in heavy retaliation, and the response may be a knee-jerk response. So it is advised to stay calm and think twice about every situation before saying anything. Overall, this may be a little energy-heavy time period for your zodiac sign, but leading it with spirituality will be immensely helpful and will give you positive outcomes. Leo Ascendant. 10th and the 3rd house of Leo are ruled by Venus. In the 6th house, Venus will transit in Capricorn. The 3rd house depicts efforts and struggles and showcases power, free will, and capacity to work. Venus also controls your livelihood, career, and success. Leo should always be creative since houses of action are controlled by Venus, 3 and 10. You should have a creative perspective towards problems and find a feminine solution, which is not the use of brute force but creative thinking. The king who thinks of his community, walks with them, and works for their welfare is the one who succeeds and is revered. It is karma that makes someone successful, and with Venus connecting you with your prarabdha karma, transit is more important now. When Venus enters the 6th house, it becomes a responsibility to fulfill all your tasks, irrespective of the responsibility being big or small, and you having to do it yourself. It is advised to accept all of it and act on it proactively. Yes, you may feel aggressive and anxious. Your health may go down due to aggression, resulting in health issues like blood pressure, insomnia, headache, and possible sexual issues and tensions in certain situations. So, it's better that you utilize this time period to come up with a plan to pay off the karmic loans, as this will be the only way to resolve conflicts, acceptance, and gratitude. And the start of the transit will observe 5 planets in 6th house and 2 in 7th, which may result in marital problems. Try achieving settlement in court cases. Jupiter aspect on ascendant from 7th house ensures that you will not lose the plot of life. There is power, there is grace on you. And post 15th March, after the end of Graha Yuddha between Venus and Mars, Sun will also transit in the 8th house, which is Pisces, and an exalted zodiac sign for Venus. Hence, this is the best time for karmic investment. The shlok, Karmanneva dhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana, is rightly applicable here. Keep working hard and hustle, and you will soon see the results. Virgo Ascendant. Venus is extremely important as it is the second and ninth lord. It rules and maintains balance in your family. Ninth house indicates travel, education, professional life, guru and dharma. Shukra will transit in the fifth house, and the presence of Mars and Saturn in fifth indicates that somehow you will constantly struggle to increase your productivity. This can be explained as you may be in a situation where you have been criticized, insulted, or there is no other option apart from increasing your productivity just to prove yourself. Something has happened that is going to trigger a massive response. This will be a duration for intense transformation. Second house portrays resources, and the lack of resource may result in you wanting to learn new skills to get more money. You may try to change your job, increase your productivity, the productivity of your business or factory, and enhance your career by adding a unique touch with your creativity. The constant struggles will increase, but eventually it will bring benefits in the future. When Venus will transit in Pisces, Virgo will definitely see the output, but expectations of immediate results may be absolutely wrong. Virgo moon will constantly struggle during this time period and may face a lack of comfort. Strategizing your plans will be extremely beneficial, so plan your career 3 to 4 months in advance. Don't leave any loopholes and upgrade with new skills. The ninth lord in Capricorn is Bhavad Bhavam of ninth house, which means the ninth lord is ninth from itself. As much as you will try to push the fifth house and perform positive karma, as much as you will struggle for education, your luck will transform equally. You are safe from the very negative effects of this Venus transit, and you are among the zodiac signs who will receive the most benefit from this transit. But don't test your luck. Instead, move ahead with practicality and maturity. Worship Shri Ganesh and Ma Durga. Feed poor people for positivity in your life and success in your career. I wish you all the best. Libra Ascendant. Lagna Lord and 8th house are both ruled by Venus, and Venus will transit in your 4th house. This 4th house indicates happiness, and Venus is a planet that gives happiness. It can be said that something is affecting you majorly to a point where planets are in a position of war. Saturn and Mars create a situation where someone starts fighting for happiness. It is important to ensure that the reason of conflict is not selfish motives. Selfish motives and agenda will only imbalance the entire situation, resulting in business, personal, and financial losses. You will be personally dragged in issues like fighting for property and assets, disputes in paperwork, or something that you might have to face that makes you uncomfortable. So you need to stay strong, and also from a legal angle, your paperwork in your business and for the assets should be up to the mark and avoid of any selfish motives. People who work in the industry of renovation, tiling, interior designing, manufacturing of glass products, Vastu will be extremely benefited. Engineers and architects will also be benefited by this situation. Investments will help you to build your assets, and hence having proper knowledge and deciding where to invest your money will be extremely important. In case of any doubts, seek financial guidance, because proceeding without complete knowledge will be foolishness. Jupiter is already in the 5th house in Aquarius and has a positive impact on your ascendant. This indicates that financial things are under control and will be under control, so do not take such decisions that bite you back later. Now, if you see Saturn is your 4th lord, Mars is your 7th lord, Mercury is your 9th lord, then this shows that the entire placement in the 4th house is extremely positive. Have a headstrong attitude and give up your comfort. Hustle and work hard to be successful in the future. You will receive numerous benefits if you are a little creative and go a little out of the way with proper calculation and dedication towards your career. Take good care of your mother's health and work on creating a comfortable future for yourself and your family, because that is what will be the theme of this transit for your ascendant. Scorpio ascendant. Venus is the lord of 7th and 12th house. Most of its energy concentration goes towards marriage and marriage related areas of life. Also export-import business. Since Mars and Venus are in the 3rd house, Venus is affected strongly here by these strong forces. Mars is not only the lord of your ascendant, but is extremely strong and exalted. Saturn is in his own zodiac in 3rd house, while Mars in exaltation gets more power because of its presence in the 3rd house, the house of Parakram and abilities. Venus is the 7th lord and Mars wants to dominate the 7th house. Additionally, your ascendant would not want to face any loss that may come from Libra because it's your 12th house, and because of the same reason, Mars can severely damage Venus and try to dominate. Showing ego, attitude, arrogance and dominating behavior in business or marriage could be the biggest mistake. This may worsen the situation to an extent which may result in possible smaller losses turning into even bigger loss in the future. On the contrary, in a controlled manner, taking a situation in your hand may minimize the chance of loss, but this completely varies from situation to situation and how you keep your head calm and cool. And if Mars is positive in your horoscope, then the outcome will also be positive. If it is negative in your kundali, then this could be extremely harmful for you. This can be explained as a situation where a person harms himself due to his belief in his extraordinary capability and hence takes up a task that is impossible, later gets burdened by it and realizes the mistake, but it's too late. You may either try to overperform or underperform. Remember that Ketu is in your 1st house and Rahu is in your 7th house. So in this situation, the company of a guru is extremely important, since Jupiter may guide you correctly. Hence it is advised to chant Jupiter's mantra 40,000 times in this entire duration. And if Mars is afflicted in your kundli or is with Rahu and Ketu, then this is the way to stay safe from unnecessary struggles and problems. Devotion is the way out. Due to suffering a lot in the past, you may react aggressively, so it is advised to understand the aggression of yourself, your partner or friend in this situation. One who have been struggling for a very long time will perform exceptionally well during this period. The energies of this transit may either take you from 100 to 500, where 200 is the accepted threshold and it is more than necessary, so it can hurt you, or it can take you from -400 to 100, which can be termed as a life-changing shift. So chant Hanuman mantra for blessings and you will receive the Sanjeevani of life, which may turn things around. Letting go of this energy will not be a wise decision. You can do great things in this period, but remember, don't bite more than you can chew. There is a difference between bravery and stupidity. Identify this difference and move ahead. Saturn is offering stability in the 3rd house, Mars is offering strength in the 3rd house, and Venus is offering creativity in the 3rd house. So don't proceed or do any task that can be negative for you or your family. Use social media wisely. Sagittarius ascendant. Venus represents the 6th energy because Taurus is the 6th lord and Libra falls in the 11th house. If you proceed from Taurus, you will find Libra at 6th from Taurus. Libra becomes the Bhavat Bhavam for Taurus zodiac sign. And when the lord of these zodiac Venus is in the 2nd house, it becomes a financial transit. The 6th and 11th lords are the Upachya houses. This transit in the 2nd it will affect banking and financial areas of life. The 3rd house lord is Saturn, and being Aquarius, it has Jupiter placed there. Your Lagna lord is there. So this could be an extremely transformative financial transit where your bank loans may be approved, income may increase, and your hustle may pay off. So be diplomatic and considering in whatever you say, since people may be influenced with what you say, so use this for a good cause. It's a power. Mars is energy and passion, Saturn is patience, but Venus brings problem-solving skills and humanitarian touch. It is advised to have a very humble and friendly nature instead of being arrogant. 5 days after the transit of Venus, Jupiter will be in Purva Bhadrapada Nakshatra and you have Jupiter as your Lagna Lord. So you will definitely bring transformation in your life, but ensure that this transformation is positive and not negative. On the one side, it indicates financial gains, but on the other side, it also indicates lack of money and financial struggle if you have an afflicted Jupiter or Venus in your chart or your karma is not positive. Working towards female welfare, worshipping Ma Durga and chanting the mantra of Mahalakshmi will be extremely beneficial, and trying to talk more on gender equality is also your responsibility. Due to the chaos in the second house, disputes in family may arise, and hence working towards family welfare also becomes your responsibility. In case of any dispute in family, try to be the mediator and solve the problem instead of trying to dominate the situation and using your power. Use your words wisely because they will be extremely influential. Spend some part of your income towards donation and welfare of the needy and poor. Mangal is the fifth lord and Shani is the second lord, and Venus being stuck between these two may result in unnecessary expenses. You may spend more than needed. If Saturn is in 6, 8 and 12 in your horoscope, chances of luxurious expenses may increase, and I'm talking 6, 8 and 12 from moon, and hence be very careful. Eat sattvic food as it will influence you a lot. Avoid cursing and recite mantras, and this is a spiritually uplifting transit for you. Sort your material stuff and raise your vibrations. Capricorn Ascendant. Venus is transiting right above your Lagna. Venus rules the 5th and the 10th house. Venus is a Karaka planet for Capricorn as it rules two very important houses. 5th house indicates expression, education, productivity, child, income from assets. 10th house indicates career, and when it moves in the 1st house, it indicates mental tension and struggle to stabilize things associated with 10th and 5th house. Saturn is on your ascendant since January 2020, and now you have 5 planets on your Lagna. Here you should take care of your physical health. In fact, you should target an aesthetic look, dress up properly, have a decent hairstyle, and try to develop a good personality. Your personality should have a positive impact. This is a perfect time for grooming. People who are actors and models may receive benefits in this duration. But if you don't balance this and don't handle these energy precisely, you may feel angry and frustrated. You will not receive the expected output of your karma, and you might feel the burnout. Even after being personally involved, failure in handling a situation may result in frustration and aggression. You may receive emotional responses to your aggression, which may frustrate you even more. To some, migraine and sinus will be coming, and so you should be aware. Take care of your health. BP patients need to relax. This is the time period when you should treat yourself with holistic ways. Use Shirodhara Prakriya. Try to have a cool head and take care of your hair fall. Meditation, Anulom Vilom Pranayam will help you majorly. Doing a Nadi Shodhan Pranayam, the Anulom Vilom one, or the alternate nostril breathing will balance the left and right channels of the body, and this will maintain balance between male and female energies. Push and pull scenarios may arise where energy from all directions will try to pull you towards them. But overall, this transit can be once in a lifetime breakthrough transit. People who are expecting promotion shouldn't get into any fight with their boss. Focusing on right things that you can do every day to enhance your daily routine will be beneficial. Be calm and composed and loving towards your children and everybody else, and avoid any other kind of conflict, and things will be just fine. Aquarius Ascendant. Venus transit is extremely crucial for the zodiac sign of Aquarius, since it rules the 4th and 9th house. The fourth house indicates happiness and peace, while the ninth house indicates dharma. Venus transit in the 12th house, forming a conjunction between Mars and Venus. So you should be extremely careful and aware. Pilgrimage. Traveling during this period will be beneficial, but be careful. Traveling with the entire family and working on tasks that are long pending will also be possible in this time frame. Excessive and unnecessary expenses may arise. On the other hand, you may have to face problems, and hence it is highly advised to stick by the quote, prevention is better than cure. The 12th house is also the house of long distance travel and also the house of sleeping. Not the comfort of sleep, but the bed on which you sleep. So act on it. Try to keep your bedroom neat and clean. It is highly advised not to sleep in the afternoon unless you need medication, you have some health issues. Businesses related to export and import and services may see a boom. The 12th house mostly indicates donation, sacrifices, hence try to donate to poor people who work extremely hard to take care of their family. This is not going to be a negative transit for Aquarius zodiac, but if you come across a negative situation or feeling, it is advised not to ignore it. Address it in a right way. People want to study or work abroad. This could be the right time for them. Although problems with visa on arrival or ticket bookings may arise, there can be some hurdles. And this is the absolutely wrong time to invest because it may lead to unnecessary losses. Worship Mahalakshmi and bring Kuber Yantra for benefits. Pisces Ascendant. The entire transit of Venus is taking place in the 11th house, the house of gains, and Venus is exalted in Pisces. Venus then transits in Capricorn, which is an extremely karmic sign. When Venus transit, it brings changes in the personality of Pisces Ascendant and Moon sign. Especially if your Moon is between 25 to 28 degrees or your Ascendant, it will be great results for you. Venus is the 3rd and the 8th lord for Pisces. This showcases transformation. If you observe the 8th from the 8th, then you will understand that the person behind bringing this transformation is you. The 3rd house is Bhavad Bhavam of the 8th house, and Shukra is the Lord. Initially, you may face multiple financial problems, but they will resolve by your efforts. The solution to your problems is hiding within the problem itself. Those who will run away from this won't receive any benefits, but those who will fight against these problems and will face them and will move ahead will definitely become successful. You may come across all realities of life during this duration. Saturn's aspect is active on your ascendant since Jan 2020, and this duration of this transit indicates that you have suffered a lot and you now need to gain benefits from it, and this transit will help you. You are the vast ocean and you hold the immense knowledge of a philosopher. Jupiter will transit in the 12th house in Purva Bhadrapada on 2nd of March, which is your Lagna Lord, and so this calls for churning of internal ocean, and be ready for that. You should stay ready for this churning and don't consider this Venus transit lightly, because Venus is in a Graha Yuddha. Your 2-8 axis, that is the 2nd lord Aries and the 8th lord Libra, and 3-9 axis, the 3rd house Taurus and the 9th house Scorpio, are under effect. This means that this is connected to your efforts, transformation and destiny. Your network circle may increase in size, but disputes may also arise. Chant Vadavanala Stotra, Bajrang Baan and Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And chanting will be extremely beneficial to you. Closely monitor activities of your children and take care of your health. Try helping your friend whose family might be facing problems. Convert your investment into income, but you may not receive any speculative gains. The 3rd house means taking matter in your own hand and fulfilling your wishes. This also shows struggles you will face to do this. Stop trying to push the wall and instead either build a gate or find an alternative to the wall. Find new ways to your problems, because walking on the old path may only result in more complications and you being hurt. Do not fight with supervisor and have a very friendly approach towards everybody, and this is a good duration for businesses to upgrade their technology, bring change in their hierarchy and bring transformations. But Pisces native shouldn't take risk at all. In case of any doubt, let Venus transit out It will expand at its own pace with time. Worship Goddess Lakshmi, chant Sri Suktam the entire month and bring Sri Yantra in home. Help poor people on Thursday and Friday. And if your income helps poor people or aids in women's welfare, it will be justified in front of planets that you aren't greedy, because Venus can bring heavy losses for greed and greedy people. So friends, this was a very detailed analysis on a Venus transit in Capricorn for all 12 zodiac sign, all 12 ascendants. I hope you really liked the video. I appreciate your time. We'll meet you in the next video. Till then, namaste.